Thanks for watching today's video. We're going to have a look at the brand new Srixon ZX7 driver. Okay, it's one of two in the series, the ZX7 and the ZX5. Now, the ZX7 is the lower spinning, less forgiving model, so I thought I'd give that a try today, based, more around the better player. Just quickly, the differences, if you come in close, the ZX7 it's got two adjustable weights here, top and bottom. You can change your hook or fade bias there. The 5 has just got one weight at the back for higher launch, so that's the main difference there. Beautiful styling, carbon crown, very epic looking, I suppose. Takes some of the weight out of the back, which is pretty necessary these days. And it's all about this rebound face, or the rebound frame they call it, which is getting all the material to the outside of the face, just looking at producing high ball speeds. So it's initial thoughts is a nice looking driver. The one thing I really like is you can get in nice and close here. You can see there's a star screw. Can you see that in there? So no more of the old pain in the backside Srixon square screw torque wrench. Okay, you can use any torque wrench on these, which is great. You don't have to carry a spare. We're down to pretty much two, the old Cobra and everything else now, so that's fabulous. The same with these weights, they're adjusted with that torque wrench. Now, I've already played this on the golf course. I'll talk about that later in the results. But there was a 4 and an 8 gram weight. I put the 4 in the toe, and I put the 8 in the heel, just to try and help with my neck miss, which is common for me. It's 194 grams total, and I used the Ventus Blue 6X in it, okay, which is quite forgiving. So I've gone a kind of apparently less forgiving head with a really forgiving shaft, and I'm going to hit some shots with it, and I'm going to compare it to, say, an M6 with the same shaft, and just see how we go. They talk about high ball speeds. Now, Matsuyama, who's well known as being Srixon's poster boy, he doesn't generally play a Srixon driver, but he has gone to this. So, and most of their players, I shouldn't say most because I don't really know, but I've seen quite a few of their players going to the new driver. So this is exciting for them, I'm sure. Okay, so let's have a look at the data. The top numbers are the Srixon ZX7, and the bottom numbers are the TaylorMade M6. They were kind of splitting hairs here. Total distance was 2 meters apart. Club speed was almost identical. The ball speed was a little higher in the M6, so probably down 1.5 miles an hour. Spin rate's almost identical. Smash factors obviously slightly down in the Srixon. Vertical launch identical. Descent almost identical. Height the same. So there's nothing really different here. I mean, you've got to take indoor numbers with a grain of salt, to be honest. They're not the most accurate thing indoors, but it shows that there's not a lot of difference there. Okay, so I've hit some shots in the simulator, which, like I said, you can take those numbers with a grain of salt. They give you an idea of where it's at, but the real test is out in the golf course, and I used it yesterday for the first time. I hadn't hit a ball with it prior. I hit one. We played Twin Creeks Gold Course. It's not super long. There's a bit of run out there, but a couple of examples. 10th holes, 357 off the gold. I had 58 meters into the pin. And 16 is 404 from the gold, and I had 100 to a front pin. So I don't generally hit the ball that far, but this thing, it felt like it went. Now, there's a couple of notables. It did have right bias for me yesterday. I haven't tuned it yet at all. I just threw it in on standard setting. Now, the new settings on the adapter, they've actually got a flat setting, which is new for them. It's usually standard on one side, upright the other. It's now standard and flat. So I'm guessing that's geared towards a better player as well. But I think it would go really, really well if I tuned it a little bit. It's much louder than what I'm accustomed to. I like that thud, that deeper noise that you might get out of a Callaway or even the TaylorMades. This is quite loud, which is a little bit, I'm not sure how I think about that, but at the end of the day, it's about performance. And I think there's super potential in this club. You know, little things, the head cover, it's quite smart, it's very well made. You know, typical of a Srixon product. You know, they don't make things cheaply. It's a fabulous brand in general, but I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be something to look out for. Certainly go and get yourself a fitting with it. Try it on the golf course. I'm going to run it again next week. Maybe I'm starting to hit a little bit of form. I might be able to catch up to Andrew one day in the staff challenge, but certainly it's a good product. Get out there, try it, see how you go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you click on like and subscribe. Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see, and we'll see you in the next video.